Shalom. First and foremost, I'd like to give all praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahawashi, and double honors to the elders or the apostles of Great Millstone. And salutation to the Akim out there pushing the truth throughout the four corners of the earth. And I was just, browsing and, studying and whatnot and going through videos and, I like to search for knowledge and stuff like that. So I kind of came upon this Los Angeles series called A Million Hits, Race War, Black versus Brown, South LA Homicides. Now this isn't, particularly my side of the country, although, who doesn't have family, in this area, because California is so big. I got family in Moreno Valley, Anaheim, Oakland, Sacramento, the Bay Area, a lot of family, I haven't met them, I haven't seen them for 4 or 5 years or so. But anyway, going into this, these racially heated disputes between black and brown have been going on for quite some time, and usually the nucleus or the main reason of the problem is dope. It's cocaine, ecstasy, heroin. It's power over territory, and the distribution of dope, and making each race, even though they're the same race, the Israelites, making each other the most money. Who can bang the hardest? Who can, deck the house out the most? It's a competition, and they fight for territory. And the only person at the end of the day that gains the win is Esau, the so-called white man. He gets money from the jails, the lockup. He gets money from the morgue. He gets money, for the arrest. I mean, profit is made off the killing and incarceration of you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. And they're banging on reservations now. So, not excluding the Native Americans. So it's big business for you to continue to kill one another. And I see in these videos, as I'm going to start to play, I see in these videos that they look for the Nation of Islam, they look for the Christian Church, they look for the Zulu Nation and all these different factions of the black community, but yet the bodies are still dropping. The rape is still happening. The 211s, the robberies are still happening. The mass killing of one another, the genocide of one another. And you'll hear many reports say that, the cops ain't doing enough to stop it, and yada yada. The cops ain't saying too much. Of course they ain't gonna say too much. They want you dummies to kill one another. They don't have to waste their bullets, and then every now and then, they get to join into the fun. They get to take you on that long ride, that Billy Club ride. Beat you up, shoot you, kill you, and get away with it. Hell, you killing each other anyway. That's, so they just want to join in the fun. And it's all orchestrated by the Most High to get rid of you 2/3, you dumbass blacks and Hispanics and Native Americans. You're dumb. I've never, you're the chosen people, but I've never seen a race of stupid people in my life. And I thank the Most High right now for opening my eyes, to the truth. May I be part of the 1/3 or the elect. I'm trying to endure this thing to the end myself. But, here, once again, here's a nation of Islam getting ready to speak. And niggas, and here's the thing about the black community that cracks me up, especially the tribe of Judah. You'll give all your attention, and you won't interfere or interrupt the Nation of Islam when they speak. You won't interrupt a Christian pastor when he gets up and speak. You won't interrupt the Black Panthers, the Zulu Nation, or the Nuwabians, or any type of Pan-African community. You won't interrupt them when they're speaking. It's silent. You can hear a pin drop. But when the Israelites are teaching, you always got something to say. You always got contention. You always got a beef. You know, a brother can say one thing, well, you speaking too harsh. You speaking what it is. They speaking the real, and you don't want to hear it. See, when stupidity and ignorance is being spewed, you ain't got nothing to say because you still feel that you can do whatever you want to do. Because a lot of you niggas is in Islam is the biggest drug dealers there is. As long as you don't wear your kofi, and it's okay. It's okay to sell dope. And the same with you, Zulu Nation. You're some of the guys are some of the biggest drug dealers and scam artists there is, but yet you're in the hood protesting how much you love black folks, but yet you use black folks to motion your schemes. And then you want to know why the bodies are still dropping. Why? The Most High don't hear your prayers. The Most High doesn't hear that garbage because you're not worshiping Him in spirit and the truth. You don't know who the Most High is. You got all these different factions in these meetings that they had. We're bringing it. We're coming back and bringing it to the street. We're bringing it back. You corporate men in America, Pan-African Christian, we all need to come together, unite. But you niggas still die. Don't you see there's something wrong? Can't you see your way is not working? Where you need to be at in Los Angeles, Chicago, and all these other cities. You need to be downtown listening to the Hebrew Israelites. And preferably Great Millstone. But at least some of the other Israelite camps are telling you that you're Israelites. And that's the good part about it. And then, Lord willing, the Most High will lead you to the camps that are preaching the truth. Camps like DTA and stuff like that. But I see all of this killing going on. But I see, like I said, I see all this gumbo pot of different so-called African American and Mexican religious beliefs, but the bodies are still dropping. The coke's still being flooded in the community. But yet you still die. Haven't you scratched your head and said, man, wait a minute, something really ain't working here? Why? Because you're listening to the wrong thing. And guess what? A lot of it's orchestrated by the Most High. It is orchestrated by the Most High. I'm not going to say a lot of it, it is. It's just the Most High getting rid of you 2/3 and letting you kill each other. You want to be animals? You don't want to come back to the law, statutes, and commandments? Well, you're going to die. And expect more deaths. I went many times to talk to you brothers in Chicago and gang members in Chicago. You flooded my inboxes or argued with me on the computer. And I told you, unless you come back to Yahawashi and come back to your heritage, you're going to continue to die and the murders are going to escalate. Now, I ask you, has anything I said dropped? No, it's more murders, more killings, more funerals. So when are you going to wake up to realize your way isn't going to work? Your Pan-Africanism isn't going to work. And this one guy, he was on here, he's doing a commentary. He's got a damn Masonic jacket on. He's got the Mason, all the Mason patches and everything. Talking about he cares for the community. Stop the violence. How you gonna stop the violence and heal the community with pagan gods? You Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, pagan, your God is named Yahweh. And your Savior's name is Yahawashi, the Son, who you ignorantly call Jesus Christ and God. Yahweh is the Father and Yahawashi is the Son. Those are the names you need to be calling on. You Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, on your father's side, according to Numbers chapter 1, verse 18, you are the Israelites, according to your father's bloodline. Anybody else who has a Hispanic, black mother, and another father from another nation, you're not an Israelite. Sorry to bust your bubble. But look at this guy. I'm going to rewind that a little bit. I want you to see this guy. Look, he's got a Mason symbol on right there. And hell, if all I know, he might be coordinating the damn killings.
And everybody, you are watching a million hits.
But that's what when them guys get up and speak, you're silent. You ain't got nothing to say. But when the Israelites get up and speak, it's all hell breaks loose. We don't like what you say. Blah blah blah. Why? Because it's the truth. and the truth's not in you, and the Most High just rejects you, and you'll go back to your fucked up neighborhood. You'll go back to the gangs. You'll dodge the bullets. You'll be sweating just to go up to the store to get a gallon of milk.
We are in.
It'll be the same old thing, same until Yahawashi comes back to put you out of your damn misery and put us out of our misery to have to deal with your ass.
Shooting that occurred on 65th Street, or actually 67th Street in Crenshaw, where a African American male was approached
now I'm
by
gonna fast forward this.
Johnson.
Now, look how quiet it is when these guys speak.
Christians, agnostic, Pan-Africanists, I don't care what your religion is. If Jesus was here today, he'd be in the streets. That's right. If Muhammad was here, he'd be in the streets. If Moses was here, he'd be in the streets.
And that's the problem.
It is the sick who need a doctor.
You only have one power, you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, and that's Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahawashi. You can't mix all these different religions and different gods and think that, I mean, how in the world could you give reverence to all these guys and gods and think, I mean, you got all these gods, where the hell are they at? When are they going to bring you up out of this? The truth has been hidden from you.
So we got to come out of the church, come out of the mosque, come from under the tree. Come from the hallowed halls of corporate America and let's come back to the streets of Compton. When, brothers, if we start killing babies and women? So in the name of that 1-year-old baby in Compton, Autumn Johnson, and in the name of the Love family, I'm going to ask again.
And you black and you Negroes and Latinos and Native Americans are so sick now. You're so demonic. That's how you can tell the Most High is getting ready to come and to cleanse this place with nuclear fire. You're so demonic, you're going after each other's babies. It used to be back in the day when you dumbasses was killing one another, and at least you had enough code to try not to kill the kids, at least on purpose anyway. But now you don't give a shit. If there's a damn baby in the car, you spray the baby. But then when Esau comes and destroys you, or when you get shot by the police, then you want to cry.
How many men would like to join on with us? When I say join on, I'm not talking about to no religion.
No interruptions.
We done with that.
No nigga woman getting up and got something to say.
Would like to join on and let's train up? I'm not talking about going to war with no gang members. I'm talking about recapturing them and retrain them and reteach them on who we are as a people.
And you niggas been doing this since the 60s, the Black Power, Islam, Nubian, Moors. It don't work. It ain't going to work. It ain't no power in it.
Right.
The police ain't gonna do it. Then we should do it. So how many men would join us right now? 10,000 we need. How many brothers would like to unite with us tonight? Don't be scared if you want to unite. Are you willing to give your life like Mother Love gave her life?
And all you did was just make a pact with death. That's all you done. You made a pact with hell. Because all these religions that you're going to volunteer are the very thing that is killing you and destroying you, and what got Israel in this predicament that we're in right now. That's what slavery was all about, because you're doing the same thing as you did in the past, as our forefathers have done, and we are them in reincarnation. So that's why you gotta go. You gotta be destroyed. There's just no. You're just not gonna stop. You would go on forever until there wouldn't be one Israelite left on the earth, as ignorant as you are.
Then we need to step up to the plate.
These babies were very, very.
And here comes your Mason savior.
You know, 'cause you don't condone any children getting hit.
And I'm gonna stop right there. I'm gonna close out. I just wanted you to see that this is a million hits. Race war, black versus brown. South LA Homicide is like a 4 or 5 video series. With that being said, shalom.